people than last Saturday.
Yeah. That's because it's Friday.
It's Friday, right?
Yes, but you weren't here last Saturday. So, in case this is not obvious, we are the producers of this.
We're the
Are we?
directors. We're the directors.
Oh, they don't
Read
pay
your
me
script.
enough to know this. So, welcome to Beacon Charter School for the Performing Arts and Rise's production of It's Only a Play. If you were looking for the Dave Matthews Band, you are on the wrong side of the street. I hope you're comfortable because they gave us plenty of announcements to make. Okay. In the event of a fire, please exit using that door or that door, and use the stairs. Do not use the elevator. Since we are in a school, please exit single file, by homeroom, and as always, no talking. Those found talking will be sent to the principal's office to serve detention. If there is one left. Right, restrooms out that door, and to your left you will find a woman's room and a men's room. I'm hoping you all can figure out what to do from there. Please silence or shut off all cell phones or any other device that goes ping, ping, no smoking, no photography or videography, except for the tall man in back. He basically signs our paychecks, so
We get paid?
I am.
No.
Rhode Island Stage Ensemble, otherwise known as RISE, is a 501c3 organization. Now, what does that mean? That means RISE has very little money. Very little money. You've heard the expression, poor as a church mouse? Church mice are the ones donating to RISE. As if your patronage today goes a long way to helping RISE bring theater to the community, thank you so much. If you would like to donate to RISE, it is tax season and your donation is tax deductible. Go to ristage.org and donate. Donate like your last name happens to be Gates. Auditions for Beauty and the Beast are February 25th to the 27th, right here at Beacon. Rise's youth production, Disney's Descendants, will be March 15th through the 24th. There will be a quiz after this, so just for
An intermission immediately. Okay, good luck. Not multiple choice.
Rise's youth production, Disney's Descendants, will be taking place March 15th through the 24th at the Historic Assembly Theater in Harrisville. After that, the motion picture camera of Louis Le Prince, a Daydream Theater production, will be taking place April 11th through the 20th back here at Beacon. RISE is also looking for submissions for the second annual Skits and One Act Showcase May 10th through the 12th right here at Beacon. All this and more, there's more.
They wanted us to say more.
All this and more can be found at ristage.org for more information. Now, as you can see, between you and the bathrooms is the stage. If at any point this evening I should stop talking and the play starts, this stage will be filled with live theater. Hopefully. More. In the event you need to use the restroom during this performance, hold it! No, but not that cruel. I mean, he is, but I'm not true enough. So you know, Act 1 runs about 1 hour and Act 2 runs around 35 minutes. There will be one intermission in between. If you should need to go winky-tinky during the performance, please rise as quietly as you can and proceed to that door, which just so happens to be the bathroom door in this production. Importantly, behind that door is not the bathroom. It is a teacher's desk. Do not go winky-tinky there.
More detention.
Proceed to the restroom of your choice. We will not take you there. We will assume you know what to do. When you return, we will open that door and let you back in when no actor is near that door. Or
Does that ever happen?
so sit back, get comfy, and enjoy what? Forgot about that. There is a simulated gunshot in Act 1, and it is loud. If there happens to be more than one gunshot during the show, that means someone over there messed up. So, now, sit back, get comfy, and enjoy Rise's production of what?
The language.
Shit!
The really bad language.
God damn it!
The really, 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 really bad
Oh,
language.
for fuck's sake!
That's it.
So the playwright decided to use some very colorful language in the writing of this show. A lot. 5 of the comedian George Carlin's 7 dirty words you can't say on television words.
The only 2 that aren't were the 2 that Carlin didn't think should be on the list to start with.
So if that will offend any of you, now is the time to leave.
All right, there. You're staying.
You're lost. So now sit back, get comfy, and enjoy Rise's production of
It's Only a Play.
Mr. Piper, this place is crawling with famous people. You will not believe who just walked in and handed me his coat. Al Pacino! Yeah, and Donald Trump came, and he ordered a Dom Perignon, but then the judge came, and he smacked him with a gag order. I saw Rosie O'Donnell, and she was shaking hands with the Pope. Yeah, this one does like gay people. Oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Piper. This could be just the chance I needed. I have the talent and I just need a chance to show it.
Wasn't it wonderful? Yeah, I'll be right down, thank you.
Oh, I think I've seen this one somewhere too. The guest bathroom is across the hall.
Oh, no, I'm just here to take a phone call. I couldn't hear a thing in the mob downstairs.
I gotta go, Mr. Piper. Somebody needs this line.
No, take your time.
Here you go.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Oh, you have to push the buttons.
Oh, the buttons, yes. You know, it's been so long using a landline, I almost forgot how these things work. Now, I dropped my phone getting out of the limousine, went into a puddle thing, it went completely dead on me. I haven't felt this cut off since I was in rehab. That was a joke.
Yes, sir. Were you in the play tonight?
You know, I don't think so. That was another joke. No, just an audience member tonight.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Oh, Jimmy Wicker, Kylie. Terrible weather, just terrible. We're in the middle of a blizzard. I think I used to put up with this. Well, how long has she been on with him? Yes, I'll hold. California. Everyone's dying to know how the play was tonight.
Oh, everybody is. Mrs. Butter's calling this the party of the year for the play of the season.
Well, that's our Julia.
What do you think?
It was wonderful, just wonderful.
It's too bad you're not the critic.
Well, tonight everybody's a critic. You didn't see the play?
No, sir. This is just a one-night stand for me. I'm hired help.
No. Tonight's a one-night stand for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's my last joke.
It's okay, sir. I'll get one day. Hi, I'm Gus.
Gus?
It's my grandma's name.
James Wicker, but everybody calls me Jimmy. Hello? Hello? False alarm. So, are you in the business, Gus?
I'm an actor.
Oh, well, you know, I didn't mean to pry.
Well, actually, I'm an interdisciplinary theater artiste.
Oh, you're an unemployed actor.
No. I'm an actor slash singer slash songwriter, everything that Taylor Swift does. I'm a dancer, a mime, I have a black belt in karate. I can operate heavy farm equipment. Other roles are available upon request. My favorite part to date is Konstantin and Anton Chekhov's The Seagull.
I mean, I'm still stuck on heavy farm equipment.
That's tractors, thrashers, reapers,
I mean, that's gotta come in handy.
Not yet.
I was thinking ahead, you know, the cherry orchard.
Oh, and once you've done Chekhov, you don't want to do anything else.
Well, that is what Madonna said. Personally, I've not done any Chekhov myself.
Are you an actor?
I am.
Are you equity?
Equity, SAG-AFTRA, AGVA, ASPCA, YMCA, DOA, AKA, CANADAE. All the letters.
Wow.
I'm on a television series, Out on a Limb.
Television series? Wow.
ABC, Wednesdays at 9.
Wow.
Yeah, we just wrapped our 9th season.
Wow.
You know, I play a man who has a way with children and small animals. It all takes place on a farm for orphans. It's very touching and very funny, and I am extremely proud of it.
Wow.
And here I am, 5 Best Actor Emmy Award nominations later. Just eagerly awaiting the reception of my best friend's play.
Oh, are you Mr. Austin's best friend?
Oh, we were like Romulus and Remus, 2 hungry theater wannabes suckling at the breast of the not-for-profits. Playwrights Horizon, Manhattan Theater Club, Second Stage, the Public, both of the community players. Oh, those were the days, Gus. I went west, young lady. But we've stayed the best of friends.
It's a beautiful story. I love playwrights.
Oh, wait till you've worked with one. Yes, I'm still here, Kylie. Where else would I be? No, my manager calls me and puts me on hold. She's talking to Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. Wow.
You know, he's one of my best friends.
Wow.
You know, we're in the same Pilates class.
Wow.
We met dating Ellen DeGeneres.
Wow.
I will give you $100 to stop saying, wow. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's just finishing up. Well, is this your first big Broadway opening, Gus?
Oh, it's my first anything. So there I was walking around Times Square with my suitcase, looking pretty green, and this total stranger approached me. He is a director slash producer slash photographer. He could have talked to anyone, but he talked to me.
Wow, that's a real New York story.
And he's taking some pictures of me when I get back to his apartment.
Back to his apartment.
Yeah, he keeps a room just for people like me. Do you know him actually? His name is Peter Piper.
No, but I do know the type. This Mr. Piper, he may be too good to be true, or in your case, maybe too true to be good. Man, this town's gonna eat you alive. There you are, Susie, finally, yes. Yes, I know Ryan is very needy. How was the play? It was wonderful, just wonderful. Gus, I'm drinking bourbon, 3 fingers, neat. Actually, you know what? Save yourself the trouble, bring up a bottle.
Yes, sir.
The hell is that?
That's the dog.
What dog?
Mrs. Butter's dog, Torch. He got out and he bit that lady who's on TV all the time.
Not Oprah.
No, the other one.
Wait, Torch bit Kelly Ripa?
Yeah, he went straight for her face.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm supposed to be on her show tomorrow.
Not anymore. They took him Mount Sinai along with Mr. Butter.
What happened to Mr. Butter?
He got mugged before the play.
Hold on, darling. This is too good. Where did it happen?
It happened in the men's room at Sardi's. It's this really old restaurant. Nothing like this has ever happened there before. Oh, and I will be right back with your bourbon, sir.
I am standing in the hotel suite of a Broadway producer whose dog just bit Kelly Ripa and whose husband just got mugged in the men's room at Sardi's. Meanwhile, there's a blizzard raging outside and a cab strike. I am never going to knock LA again. Now, where were we? Oh, the play. Darling, what is your traditional Thanksgiving dinner? Well, this one is a 300-pound butterball. I ran into Bernadette Peters during intermission. He asked me what I thought. All I could do was flap my arms and go, 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 go. She wet herself. What about Virginia Noyes? She was terrible. She was terrible. I mean, I haven't seen a performance that bad since her last one. Oh, yeah, I know she used to be good. So was Faye Dunaway. Oh, terrible direction. Just terrible. I mean, new Golden Child, this one might be. The new Mike Nichols, he certainly is not. His name is Frank something, I don't know. Yeah, of course he's British. They're all British. Somebody ought to call immigration on them. Oh, speaking of, you will never guess who they seated me next to. Prince Harry in a powder blue tuxedo. Snoring like a teamster. You should have seen the look on his face when I introduced him as Ed Sheeran. Well, how did he look, Harry or Ed? Terrible either way, just terrible. Set. What set? The whole thing took place on a tilted disc. Yeah, you heard me right. A goddamn tilted disc. There wasn't a stick of furniture on that stage. The actors had to stand the whole time. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but give me a comfortable chair and a telephone for exposition any day of the week. Now, how about you ask me about Jack Nimble's performance? Terrible! Just terrible. But answer me this and tell me no more. When was Jack ever any good? You know, he's got all of my mannerisms and none of my warmth. Thank God for the series, or I would have had to tell Peter the truth about his god-awful play. Well, yeah, I would have been perfect for the role. It was written for me, after all. But, I mean, do you think I got so much as a mention in the program, though? I only created the lead in Peter's one and only hit. And suddenly, it's like I never even existed. The egos in this business. You know, I know they don't close shows after one night, but for this one, they ought to make an exception. What's the word for a mercy killing? Oh, euthanasia? I mean, they do it for people, why not plays? No, what do I know? What do any of us old gypsies know? I loved Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Watch this one be a hit.
Hello, I'm Virginia Noyes. I'm a little bit stressed and I need to go winky-tinky.
You were wonderful tonight, Miss Noyes, just wonderful. I was just telling the coast how wonderful you
You've
are.
got the coast on there?
Oh, yeah.
Give me that thing. Hello? Yes, this is Virginia Noyes. I just opened on Broadway, and you can all go fuck yourselves. When you're done doing Doing that, you can take my Oscar and stick it up your collective asses. Am I going to regret that?
I mean, only if you ever want to make another film again.
After tonight? No way. I'll show them who's finished. Excuse me.
Yes. Yes, that was Virginia Noyes. Yeah, we trumped her out of Hollywood and she came crawling back to Broadway. You know, New York has become the Statue of Liberty for actors. Now give us you're tired, you're poor, you're washed up, you're strung out, you're Me Too'd. The dog. Oh my God, the dog. Hold on. Miss Noyes! Miss Noyes! Miss Noyes!
Hold your horses!
Be careful for the dog in there.
What dog?
There is a vicious dog in there.
Where?
On the floor, I would think.
Is that what that is? I thought it was a toilet brush.
Just be careful.
I'm giving you Valium.
I think she's making crystal meth in there. Yeah, she certainly is the poster child for modern pharmaceuticals. You name it, she swallowed it. Susie, how were the ratings for our show? I told the network not to put us in that time slot. I can't compete with reality TV. I'm only human. No, they cannot cancel us. I am having a swimming pool moved. Do they have any idea how much that costs? I will kill myself. Tell ABC that I will kill myself. Look, Susie, I really don't need the stress right now. I am just sitting here trying to enjoy the party for my best friend's play. I will be back late tomorrow. We can strategize. Yes, Mother. Yes, I love you too. Big kisses. Ciao. Let me guess. Tommy Tune.
I'm sorry, sir.
Gus, if you're going to be in the theater, you got to know a couple things about it. Number one, Tommy Tune is a very tall, legendary director of musical theater who haven't had a show in about 45 years, but that's not the point. Now, number two, you've got to stop calling everybody sir. Unless we are British, we don't care for it.
Yes, sir.
You know, I got into the theater so nobody would ever have to call me sir. You know, we like the funny names like Lamb or Honey or Cutie or Sugar Pie or Sweet Cheese or Petal or you know, you get the idea.
Oh, I forgot your bourbon. It's coming right up, Lil Buddy.
I created a monster. That is okay, Gus. I will get it myself.
Actually, you can't. Mrs. Butter asked me to have you stay up here. She needs to speak to you in confidence.
Yes, but I'm missing the party.
You let someone go in there?
Boy!
Let me
Oh boy. Dogs love Valium. I took my Irish Wolfhound to New Zealand. He didn't wake up till 3 weeks into the shoot.
I think we've seen the last of Torch.
Are you through with this? I need a landline. I can't use a cell phone. It can be traced.
Who are you calling?
My parole officer. Hello. Yes, this is Virginia Noyes, and I'm at an opening night party. I'm being a very good girl. Yes, I'm calling you from 212.
Is that who I think it is? She is my favorite actress after Sissy Spacek.
That was the first interesting thing you've said all night.
Oh, and she was amazing in that movie.
She was good.
And the scene with the frogs, and then she thanked them in her Oscar speech.
I won't have to call back for a few hours now. I used to have to call in every 15 minutes. They acted like I had murdered someone else. It was only an accident. It's not like they were both my parents. Well, what have we got here in my little Mary Poppins bag? Weed, uppers, downers, horse tranquilizers. These things will kill you. Valium, Vicodin, Xanax, ecstasy, vitamin E, Tic Tacs, Revlon lip gloss, and come to mama. Mwah. You know, I've been on the straight and narrow ever since rehearsals began. But I promised myself a mini bump tonight for good behavior. I told the judge, I don't have a problem with drugs. I've made a choice. No one believes in free will anymore. Oh! Oh! Jesus, Mary and Joseph! John the Baptist, too! Whoa! That was worth the wait. Woo! Oh, I'm sorry, do you want a hit?
No, thank you. I had some at home.
How about you, sweetheart?
No, thank you. I gotta stay on the ball tonight.
All right, but you take this, I'll only want more.
I love your work, Miss Noyes.
Oh, thank you, I'm sure I love yours.
Get started.
The scene with the frogs! Those goddamn frogs, that's all anyone ever wants to talk about. Now go get me a vodka stinger and I'll tell you all about the frogs.
We're just coming right up, sweetheart.
She's cute, too familiar, but cute.
She didn't have any idea who I was.
Who are you?
I'm James Wicker.
James Wacker.
Wicker! We did a film together.
When?
Elegy for Myself.
You were in that?
I was your psychotherapist.
They had one on set for me?
I played one in the movie.
Oh, yes. That was when we did all those retakes because I was coming off Percocet in my third nose job.
Yes, yes. You kept falling asleep on my couch.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
James Wicker, I love your work. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Hey, right back at you.
You son of a bitch. You know, when they sent me Peter's script in LA, they told me you were going to play Jack's part. That's one of the reasons I signed.
I mean, there was some talk about it, and they did want me desperately, sure. But you know, with my series, it just no.
Oh, you have a series?
Oh yeah, 9 seasons now.
You know, I've done a lot of self-destructive things, but I draw the line at television.
Hey, I just take the money and run.
Oh, but are you happy?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
I'm fan-fucking-tastic! You know, living in LA so long, you forget what it's like to be on a real stage. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, no retakes, just you and him. In a pool of light.
Him?
God!
Oh, that, him. Okay.
You know, the thing about theater, it's actually happening at the very moment it is.
You just figured that out.
It blew my mind. I was in a play tonight. My performance didn't walk out the door with the dailies. It was there, not for a long time, just a moment or two. You had to be there to see it. But I bet you miss all this.
Not really. I am too old, too rich, and too famous. And you know what? 8 shows a week sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, I'm only doing 6. I've never understood the concept of a matinee. You know, my agent said I was crazy for doing a play.
A lot of people would agree with him. Wild horses couldn't get me back up on a stage.
Well, my lines are gutted. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Thank you, but I'm waiting for our hostess.
If Liza sings, you're going to miss it.
I think there's a chance that she won't.
That's unkind.
You know, I've been on a sitcom for so long, I feel like I have to say something funny even when I don't. Liza's actually one of my closest friends.
Really? Really? She's a bitchy cunt. But I mean that in the nicest possible sense of words.
I'm hurtful.
accumulation of 11 inches. After the break, we'll be right back with the first review of tonight's big opening at the Ethel Bear.
I dread this. They're gonna crucify him.
Oh, they're all phonies down there, Virginia. Don't say I didn't warn you. I hate the other people. They're all kiss. Oh, darling. Darling. No. And I don't like being kissed, especially by men whom I don't know nor care to. Oh, everybody's darling this and darling that. Doesn't anybody have a fucking name? You know what I say? Puke on them. Puke all over those phonies. I might even take a dump on them, now that I think of it. A nice big dump on it. Dump. Oh, well. What are you looking at?
Oh, I mean, these opening night parties are awful, aren't they? All that nervous insincerity. Can you imagine what it must be like for one of the cast? Hi, I'm James Wicker.
I know who you are.
Are you the first person tonight who does? Do you know who's reviewing for New York One these days?
Oh, some idiot.
Well, she gave me that good review for Peter's last play.
They're all idiots. It's a job requirement, along with dandruff and other personal hygiene issues.
I mean, they're just doing their job.
Reviews are killing the theater.
Hey, the good ones aren't. I'm still trying to get my niece a pair for Wicked. Are you cold?
Yes, I'm cold. I've always been cold. Here. What do you suppose something like this is worth?
Several $1,000, I would think.
Several $1,000 for a box!
Oh, it's not just a box. It's an antique box, I guess.
And to think Artaud and the entire theater of cruelty died in utter poverty.
Well, I don't think Mrs. Butter personally had them killed.
No.
I saw that.
So?
So, you're putting me in a very difficult position. Julia Butter is one of my okay, hold on. It's time for the review.
New York One's theater critic was at the Barrymore Theater for the opening of a new play tonight.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
it's like this. Peter Austin's eagerly awaited new play, The Golden Egg. Love that title, is...
What happened?
Oh, I don't like reviews.
Are you crazy? Put that back on.
Working in an idiom totally dissimilar from his previous plays, almost as if they were in preparation for this, his Broadway debut. Mr. Austin has given us a play that is both...
What's the matter with you? Put that back on.
Watching only encourages them.
Well, I would like to know what she thinks.
Why do you care?
Because she's a critic.
She's an asshole.
That is not the point.
Well, what is the point?
What the asshole thinks.
I'd rather like to know what you think.
I loved it.
You loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. What do you want from me?
An honest opinion.
Okay. My best friend wrote it for me, and I turned it down because I think it's a piece of shit, and I want to see if that asshole agrees with me.
And your best friend,
Peter Austin.
Peter Austin, wrote a piece of shit for you.
Not on purpose. In this business, we're all capable of shit.
Yeah, I've seen your series.
Superb. No, I take that back. Perfect staging by Frank Finger, the brilliant English director who gave us last season's ravishing Arden of Feversham at the Halliburton Amphitheater in Prospect Park. Thank you, and good night. Back to you, Bob.
Well, sounds like she liked it.
Of course she liked it. Look who directed it.
Please, don't give me Frank Finger. You are talking to someone who sat through all of his all-male Three Sisters. I took my mother to that show. I think that's what finally killed her.
I'm Frank Finger.
Of course, in retrospect, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And my mother, she was old. She was very, very old. Everybody said it was her time. So you're Frank Finger, huh?
It's Sir Frank, actually. O-B-E.
O-B-E.
Yeah. Order of the British Empire.
Oh, like Ringo.
Yeah, like Ringo.
Thank you. Isn't it exciting? I'll be
break down.
There she is!
I did it! I'm a real live Broadway producer. Look out, Broadway. Here comes Julia Butter.
And not only is Julia Butter the luckiest producer on Broadway, she is also the prettiest.
I am no longer part of that herd of investors who call themselves producers. When they announce Best Play Tony Award winner this year, it'll be just me walking to the podium to accept. Last year they counted 85 of us up there. Variety called it the Night of the Locust. I will walk with great pride and dignity, blowing kisses to all and sundry. Rather like your queen, Sir Frank.
Oh, she's dead.
Oh. Is Charles queen now?
Yes.
Then I will walk with great pride and dignity, blowing kisses to all and sundry, rather like Queen Charles. And when I make my acceptance speech, just let that orchestra dare to cut me off. I'll talk all night if I want to.
Tell Julia what you thought of the play.
I loved it.
Please don't handle that, James. It's extremely delicate.
Thanks to me, you're lucky you still have it.
Have you seen that mob down there? I don't know half of them. I said to one woman, "You look like Hillary Clinton." She said, "I hope so. I am Hillary Clinton." You heard New York 1.
No.
My first review. Good, solid theater.
Good, solid theater, huh?
You have to imagine it blown up. I was hoping for something with a little more oomph in it, but coming from them, our press agent says it's a rave.
Oh, who's your press agent?
Buzz something. He's top in his field. You really think we have a chance?
I think it's going to be the biggest hit on Broadway since God knows when.
God knows when. Don't tell me. Let me guess. Kaufman and Hart? No. Neil Simon? No. Painter? Harold Painter? God knows when.
It's a figure of speech, Julia.
Irving Berlin said it best. There's no business like the one we're in.
You got that almost right.
I'm not budging from the suite again tonight. The hospital was a nightmare the first time, and then Torch bites Kelly Ripa, and it's off to Mount Sinai with her. I told her, relax, Miss Ripa, he only wants to sniff you. Hello, darling, Mommy's home. We were a bad boy tonight. James, would you bring me Torch's yummies? They're in the silver dish.
The cast of Hamilton just got here.
That's not Lynn's coat, is it? Thank you, Gus.
Oh, it's no problem, cutie patootie.
The young lady taking the coats said you wanted to talk to me about something?
I'm very worried about Peter. He didn't take a bow, and now he's not at his own opening party. Just before the curtain, I was backstage with the actors, giving them their opening night gifts when the stage manager handed me this note from him.
Well, what does it say?
I had to promise not to open it until after the reviews were in.
Well, I didn't.
I'll never forgive myself if anything happens to him.
Dear Julia, thank you for producing my play. I know it cost you a lot of money, none of which you may ever see again.
The money. As if I care about that.
And thank you for your beautiful opening night gift. I have always wanted a pot holder with the name of one of my plays on it.
They're really quite lovely.
I wish you the best. I even wish that Sir Frank breaks his leg.
That's a theatrical expression. It means good luck.
Yeah, but what does he mean by even?
You should have heard in the name Sir Frank called Peter. Failure, has-been, hack.
No.
Loser, fake, phony, written out.
I mean, I get the idea, Julia.
I was just an amateur, dilettante, rich bitch.
Why did you stand for it?
I didn't. Elliot said, "You can't speak to my wife like that," and he punched him right in the mouth.
Oh, good for Elliot.
No, Sir Frank punched Elliot. He knocked him out and then barred him from rehearsals.
This production sounds like a nightmare.
It's been bliss, sheer creative bliss. What is it, Gus?
The cast of Hamilton's leaving. They got invited to play at the White House again.
Let's see, even hung that Sir Frank is like, as for me, my dearest Julia, and I love you like a mother.
And I love him like a son.
If the reviews aren't good, I don't think I can face anyone, certainly not you. If anything happens to me, you are in no way to blame. Goodbye. Remember me a little bit, and good luck with the Carol Church show.
It's a new play I've optioned.
And P.S. I still wish you'd given me that turntable in the second act. For this, we're missing the party of the year.
Where is he then?
Julia, Peter is a genius at theatrics. You've heard of a late entrance? I do them all the time. Now, shall we?
Who do all those coats belong to?
The Lion King.
I don't remember inviting the Lion King.
Well, they're all saying that you've got a big hit on your hands, Mrs. Buttercup.
From your lips to God's ears, the chat rooms have been brutal to us.
Julia, you're in the chat rooms?
Everyone's in the chat rooms. I'm the only one who admits it.
Those people are psychopaths.
They buy tickets like everyone else.
I'm in the chat rooms.
You see, James?
I'm slave to Sondheim 11.
I saw 9 Fanatic 17.
Oh, I love your post!
I love yours!
Betty Buckley is singing Stormy Weather, and Renee Fleming is going to sing something from Faust. You've got to get down there. You are missing your own party, girlfriend.
We're on our way. As Betty Davis says, fasten your safety belts. There's going to be some bumpy weather up ahead. What's the matter?
P.S. The play never really had a chance without James Wicker in it. Of course, he was a son of a bitch not to have done it, and I wish him and his stupid series a sudden and violent death, though I personally bear him no hard feelings. The miserable, no-talent sitcom fruit.
I'm sure he doesn't mean that side of the note either.
The miserable, no-talent sitcom fruit.
You, no talent. That's ridiculous.
Well, you came off a hell of a lot better than I did.
It's Daniel Radcliffe. I pretended I didn't know who he was.
You've come at a bad moment, darling.
No, it's fine, Julie, it's fine. If you can face the people in the chat rooms, I can face my best friend's true colors.
Well, actually, I was kind of hoping I could sing tonight.
I don't see why not, if Catherine Zeta-Jones can.
Well, I meant for you. Like an audition?
I don't do musicals. Ever since Mamma Mia, I said to myself, why bother? But go ahead. I believe that we of the theater should extend a helping hand whenever we can.
Julia!
It'll only be a moment. What are you going to sing for us, Gus?
All that jazz. What else? Have you seen High School Musical?
My very most private number. It can only be Elliot.
We didn't even get through my vocal warm-up.
Darling, how are you? And she was going to hear me sing.
I know, Gus, I know. That's too bad. Really too bad. Hey, do you hear that? I think they're calling you from downstairs. I think that they are saying, bring James his bourbon!
Well, of course, you're getting good treatment, darling. We gave them a pavilion.
Your wife's got a big fat hit on her hands, Elliot.
Jimmy Wicker. He flew all the way in for the opening. Elliot said he bet you did, and if it were any other man but you in my room, he'd be very, very jealous.
Fuck you too, Elliot. Wait, Julia, the party?
Darling, I was talking to our broker during intermission, and he thinks that we should pull out of the surgical supply factory in the Dominican Republic while we're ahead, and consider buying up those Toyota dealerships in Zaire. That's exactly what I told him. People can live without a scalpel, but not without their cars.
Blue Stocking, a play by Carolyn Comstock. At Rise, nothing. 10 seconds of this.
16 points is 16 points.
The lights come up on a green chair. We hear a woman scream in the distance. Or is it a woman? We hear a gust of wind. Or is it wind?
How do you like it so far?
I am very sorry, but this room is off limits.
So I just need a quick word with Miss Butter and talk about killing two birds with one stone.
I beg your pardon?
I wrote a wonderful review of you once.
You did?
I did. That was a Lorca play at the Theatre de Live before it was a Lorca.
No, that was Gordon Small.
Gordon Small, yes!
Yes.
Of course. Wonderful actor, yes. Oh, I know what it was. It was Wendy Wasserman's Uncommon Women.
Oh, that's right, except that's an all-female cast.
Well, you never know these days. No. I'm having some fun with you. I know who you are. James Wacker is a consummate actor. His guilt-ridden veterinarian was a masterclass in thespianism. I never forget what I write about an actor.
Wicker.
Huh?
My name is James Wicker.
I knew that.
Yeah, but you said James Wacker.
No. No.
Yeah!
Wacker?
Wacker!
Like Wacker?
Like the masturbation joke.
Disgusting.
It is.
Oh, that's, I mean, you say Wicker, I say Wacker. Let's call the whole thing.
And you are...
Oh, I'm sorry, Ira Drew.
Oh, you're the Ira Drew. Well,
Is there another?
wasn't tonight's performance wonderful?
Well, I'll stop you right there, Mr. Wicker. I am a critic of the old school. I don't know what I'm going to write about a show until I sit down and write it. I can't be had by one of Miss Butter's snacks, as tasty as they may be. Besides, I have to keep an open mind tonight, processing what's been happening. They sat me behind Lauren Boebert, and I got something in my eye.
Talk about Wacker.
It's true. I'll admit I have an agenda. There are far too many revivals and not enough Brecht. Celebrity wattage does not impress. A play should have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
All three.
All three. And plots are also important, as are interesting characters. You know, attractive actors with well-trained voices. You know, in the right context, full frontal nudity has its place. I'd love to see Kate Blanchett Starkers.
Well, I'm with you on Kate Blanchett. But the rest of it was just a simple question.
Thanks to the Antichrist Bill Gates, I'll soon be a critic without a place to publish. Serious theater criticism is an endangered species. People used to read us to tell them what they thought of a show. Now they have opinions of their own, and then they post them on the internet. What we are witnessing is the collapse of Western civilization.
Well, I certainly hope not.
Well, I'm just calling it as I see it. I'll tell you, the League of Producers actually barred me from their press list after my review of the revival of the revival of the revival of Les Mis. The drama critic circle, they ousted me. They said I was too vicious, even for that den of sadists and introverts.
You were always very good to me.
Well, you were wonderful. There was no other actor of your generation with more promise. Whatever happened to you?
Oh, well, a little invention called television.
No, that'll do it, all right.
I love you too. Stop! You're making me blush. I said stop! You're making me blush.
Her husband, he invented something that makes Elon Musk look like he's playing with Hot Wheels. Richer than God.
They're calling me from downstairs, Al. That man.
Hey, Julia, this is Ira Drew.
Hello.
Ira Drew, the eviscerator.
That Ira Drew.
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't invite the Book of Mormon.
You never do, they just sort of knock it as to come in.
I'm sorry, Mr. Drew.
I'll come right to the point, Miss Butter.
I'll be downstairs.
No, this concerns you too, Mr. Wicker. Miss Butter was sent a certain script to consider, a Blue Stocking.
It came this morning.
Oh yeah, I was just leafing through it.
Blue Stocking is the best American play I've read in years. It has everything: humor, depth, wit, wisdom, love, valor, compassion, one set and two characters. And Ben Brantley, the chief theater critic for the New York Times, told me on the QT he loves it.
Sounds like a producer's dream, Mr. Drew.
It is, Miss Butter.
And next thing you know, you'll be telling us you wrote it.
Carolyn Comstock wrote Blue Stocking. Carolyn is just my protege, nothing more and nothing less. I am merely the Svengali to her Trilby, the Pygmalion to her Galatea.
Why are you telling us this?
We need new faces in theater, new voices, new visions. Carolyn's day is coming, and yours as a producer can come along with it.
Thank you, but I'm concentrating on Peter Austin's day tonight.
Cast of Aladdin and and Rock of Ages just got here.
Didn't Rock of Ages close?
They did, but no one told them.
Oh, it's no problem, Pumpkin.
Can they be trusted?
She's bonded, if that means anything.
No, no one must know about this meeting. It is highly unethical for a theater critic to give a commercial producer an exclusive link like this. If anyone would find out, it would ruin the three of us.
Wait, the three of us? What did I do?
Blue Stocking was written for you, Mr. Wicker.
2 minutes ago, you're asking what happened to me.
And won't Miss Comstock be happy I found you? I thank you. My reputation as an ethical journalist is in your hands. I thank you for your consideration, Miss Butter.
Thank you for your inside lead, Mr. Drew.
I'm always looking for the proper vehicle.
You're hoping it.
He's the last person I expected to see here tonight. The American theater would be a better place today if Peter Austin's parents had smothered him in his crib. Ira Drew's review of Flashes.
What a horrible thing to say about anyone, even a playwright.
And then in the same breath, he gives me the review of a lifetime and puts me on the map.
I don't know how you people handle it. Thank God they don't review producers. Only our plays.
May I come in?
Oh, Peter, finally!
Oh, I don't know how Shakespeare stood for this. An evening like tonight is every playwright's rite of passage. All my life, I have dreamed that they'd yell, "Author, author," when I walked into my opening night party. They did. For Lin-Manuel Miranda, he was right behind me. Then he looked at his phone, said, "I'm going back to the White House. Peace out, bitches," and left. All of Broadway and half of Hollywood is down there. Greta Gerwig asked me if I wanted to work on a screenplay she's developing. Sure, I said, "What's it called?" "It's called Fuck the Oscars," she said, and walked away.
There he is, America's oldest living promising young playwright.
Jimmy, you came!
On the goddamn red eye, of course I came!
Oh, maybe I can get through all this with my best friend here. Do you know who this is, Julia?
Of course I do.
Oh, I love this man. I don't care who knows it. I love this person. I love him. I love him. I love him.
I wish I had a camera.
From the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Jimmy Jimbo.
Now where have you been?
You had us both so worried.
You promise not to laugh?
Of course not.
I don't.
I've been walking the streets thinking about what it means to be a playwright.
That's so dear.
No, I mean it.
I do too. That's a wonderful thing to be thinking about. I wish more playwrights did.
They're a little dry.
Yummies.
You know, Streetcar Named Desire opened at the same theater we did tonight. December 3rd, 1947. Tennessee Williams paced the back of our orchestra, just like I did. I could feel it. Elia Kazan paced with him. I felt them both. I bet they held hands and squealed like schoolgirls when that curtain went up. It was our stage when Marlon Brando first yelled, "Stella." Blanche Dubois told the world that she had always depended on the kindness of strangers. We have a lot to live up to tonight. It depends on us to remind the city that there is more to Broadway than in guest appearances or special effects and revivals, or another play from London, or another Disney movie made live. We are an original American play. We have got to make that count for something.
Amen.
That was beautifully stated, Peter.
I'll get off my soapbox now. Well, before I knew it, the first act was over and everyone was out on the sidewalk. I saw you, Jimmy. You were the one talking to Bernadette Peters. She was bent over double laughing at something you were saying. It looked like you were imitating a giant chicken.
Oh,
God, you are a funny man.
Too funny by half.
Oh, and the lights flickered on and off, and everyone went back in for the second act. That's when I really began to take it all in. I was on Broadway. I was part of something bigger than myself. I was where I dreamed of being my whole life. Long way from Corpus Christi, I'll tell you that. I started walking around the theater district. So many memories of shows, actors, great productions. As of tonight, I was part of them. I saw that plaque to Eugene O'Neill. October 16th, 1888 to November 27th, 1953, America's greatest playwright was born on this site they called Barrett House. presented by Circle in the Square. And I thought, there will never be a plaque like that for any American playwright again, no matter how great a writer they are, unless we do something about it. We let Broadway stop mattering. We handed it over to the Brits and the movie to musical franchises, lock, stock, and barrel. It's our fault. It's not theirs. Nature abhors a vacuum, and they rushed right in. We all got so greedy. The theater became a business to make a million, when it should be a place to talk to one another, in a mutual dialogue between stage and audience about what it means to be alive in this country, in the first decades of a new century. I walked to Schubert Alley, what's left of it, and I was looking at the 3 sheets. When a British revival of Grease, the Kardashians in Three Sisters, and Oppenheimer the musical are the best we have to offer, it's time to weep. I had tears in my eyes when I saw that Marriott. You know, they tore down 3 theaters to build a hotel. Who let this happen? There's no more where they came from. You tear down a theater and it's forever. You don't get a salesman or an Oklahoma when you tear down a theater. You get a Marriott. When I finally turned back up 47th Street, our play was over and everyone had gone. But our marquee was still lit. The Golden Egg, a new play by Peter Austin. I looked at that and I thought of Williams and O'Neill and Miller and Albion, and I thought, we can turn back the tide. We can make a change. But this time, it is entirely up to us. Then somebody turned the lights off and we went dark. I'm sorry, I somehow got back up on that soapbox again.
And I was telling your leading lady I didn't miss this.
It's all right, James.
It's fine. I cry at food displays.
Next play, I promise you that turntable.
The next play, I'm going to want 2 turntables.
Now, can I tell you something and you'll promise not to laugh? One of the reasons I produced your play, other than it's brilliant and it gave me goosebumps, is that it doesn't have any 4-letter words in it.
Oh, I think I got all my 4-letter words out of my system in my first play.
The things he had me say, Julia.
I'm sorry, but I think the theater should be a place of elegance. Elegant people in elegant clothing and elegant settings speaking elegant language.
So much for David Mamet.
Good riddance.
Amen.
The last play I saw, every other word was the F word or the K word. I was so appalled.
Wait, K word? What's the K word?
You know, the K word.
Any word on our reviews?
Just New York 1 in their good solid theater.
Keychain, kaleidoscope,
Gus says that he'll have the Times a good half hour before they post it online.
kangaroo, ketchup.
Oh, what about the chat rooms?
Fiddler Fanatic like the first act.
Kenny Bunkport, knick-knack. I'm going crazy, Julie. Is there a dictionary in here? Just the Gideon but. I'm sorry, the K word is what? Huh. It's cunt.
I'm gonna go powder my nose before we all go down there.
No, you look beautiful, darling.
I won't be but a moment. Talks amongst yourselves.
You know, we can thank our lucky stars for people like that.
You know how many times I threw up today? I mean, actually leaned over the bowl and heaved my guts
Well,
up.
then don't get too close. They have me in Prada tonight. What are you wearing? Someone down there's going to ask you for a drink if you're not careful.
My father's tales, in his honor.
How are you, Brooks?
Fine. I thought a Broadway opening would be too much for them. They'll be happy you came. Where are you staying?
Oh, the Sherry. 4 Seasons was full.
Ooh, the Sherry.
Hey, the network's spending. Did you invite anyone else from the old gang?
Nah, just you. We're practically the only ones still in the business. Billy Cutler, he's teaching at NYU. Mary went back to school and got a degree in social work. I've lost track of most of them.
See, I thought Mary had real talent. I thought Mary was going to be the one of us who made it.
I wanted you up there on that stage so bad tonight. We were going to do this Broadway thing together.
I mean, who knew that an iffy pilot was going to turn into 9 years of my life?
We waited as long as we could for you.
I know.
But Jack was marvelous, don't you think?
He was wonderful. Just wonderful.
The Tony Award tom-toms are already throbbing.
Okay, he wasn't that good. Now, I would have been more wonderful. That is true.
I was so bereft when you went to L.A. I had such a talent crush on you.
Hey, it was mutual.
I didn't know what I was gonna do. Nobody hears me like you do. You were the best actor I ever worked with. I was afraid when you left, you took my talent with you. That's why tonight was so important to me. I did it without you.
We are going to do something together again. I know it.
You really liked the play.
Peter, I am the last person that you should ask. You know, when you found me, I was just a character actor. You know, one of thousands in this city. And I would have gone on having 10 lines in each act for the rest of my life. Once I would have gotten to play a Willy Loman or an Iceman in some regional theater that maybe my agent would bother to drive to. But I would have thought that I was one of the lucky ones, because I would be a working actor. And then you wrote flashes for me. And when I got done reading it, I was overwhelmed. But I thought, they will make him get someone else for it. He will want to get someone else for it. But you didn't. I'm a very lucky man because of that.
Hey, I'm lucky I saw you do those 10 lines in that weird play at the Cherry Lane.
Nope, it was 12 lines. I was on a roll that season.
May I come out?
Hey, Julia, who do you have to fuck to get something to eat around here?
Me, darling.
Oh, then tell Elliot I'm very, very sorry.
Look to your laurels, Mr. Terrence McNally. Here comes the next generation. Shall we go down?
I'll be surprised if there's anything left.
That fucking Channel 5. That fucking hemophiliac dyke they have as a reviewer on there. I told a room full of people to shut up so they could hear her say, Virginia noise stinks.
I'm sure Channel 5 didn't say Virginia noise stinks. Maybe something like that, but not those exact words.
Virginia noise stinks. You could hear a pin drop when she said it. Virginia noise stinks. Do I, Peter? Do I stink?
You were wonderful. Everything I could have asked for and more.
I know you took a chance on me, Peter, when a lot of people wouldn't have. I love our play. It's bold, it's beautiful. I wanted to be a part of it. But more than anything else, I didn't want to let you down. You of all people. I'd never forgive myself, Peter.
You could never let me down. You were my first and only choice for this role.
Feeling a little fragile right now.
Peter's right. You were wonderful, darling. No matter what happens with the critics, you must never forget that you were wonderful.
Who are you?
It's Julia, darling, your producer.
Yes, thank you, of course. You want a hit?
Don't ask silly questions. Of course I want a hit. Everyone at this party does.
Yeah, I think I really deserve this one. Whacker?
It's Wicker, and it's not what you think, Julia.
You know, I was a little thrown when my ankle bracelet went off during my big monologue. I wasn't going to pretend like it wasn't happening. Call me what you will, cunt on TV. I'm an honest actress. So that's when you saw my legs sort of start to twitch. And then it went into that dance. Well, Jack was completely startled, of course. He likes everything set and rehearsed. So boring. I have to live in the moment. Nanosecond, I call it. It's where I live as an actress. You know, if they ever let me drive again, I'm going to get myself one of those custom license plates that say, act free or die. Oh! Woo! Oh. Woo! You don't know what you're missing.
Wait.
Peter, what's wrong?
No.
Oh, I know that look. I've seen it in the rehearsal room. You want to say something about my performance?
It's a good thing I'm not an actor. I have no subtext.
What is it?
It's so small.
Tell me.
I'm sure I'm the only one who noticed.
I think Peter means when you drop the bottle.
I didn't drop the fuck fucking bottle. The fucking bottle slipped.
In the calico quilt speech, you said could twice instead of would and then could just once.
What should I have said?
Actually, what I wrote was would and then could with the slightest inflection on could. You see, the would allows the could in her emotional progression. And listen. Would, could. Hear the difference?
Jesus H. Christ, Speaker, you're going to bring me up on equity charges?
Hey, Jimmy never changed a word of my text, and he completely respected my punctuation.
Jimmy. What do you want, a parrot or a performance?
I want both.
Hey, I was never a parrot. The hell was that?
It sounded like the window. Do you see anyone?
Yeah, there are kids across the street throwing snowballs.
That would never happen in California.
Hey, what's the matter with you? You crazy or something? This is private property.
Who are they, a street gang?
No, it's the cast of Matilda.
You too, buddy.
There he is, my genius director. We all see you under there. Your famous Japanese no theater techniques aren't working, Sir Frank.
Who is Travis Kelsey, and why is he sexting me?
Travis Kelsey sexties everybody.
I guess that Taylor doesn't have reception in Australia? Does he think that we can't see him under that?
He sat like that for days in rehearsals. Brilliant! After a while, it was like he actually wasn't there.
I am difficult to work with, and you are close to impossible. It's a marriage made in heaven, and I'm sending you my next play.
If one more person calls me a genius, I'll punch them, Julia.
But you are a genius, darling. That's why we hired you.
Oh, you hired me because I get good reviews.
I mean, that's a pretty good reason.
14 hits in a row. I don't know what I'm doing. You wait and see. I'll win a Tony for this.
I certainly hope so.
12 Olivier, 5 Evening Standard Awards. I want a flop. I need a flop. When is it my turn to fail, people? I can't go on like this. I'll be the critic's darling.
Just try to hold on one more night.
I'm in despair. The Emperor isn't wearing any clothes, people. I'm a fake. My work is a fake. I make this shit up as I go along. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing, and when I do, it's so bad it scares the shit out of me. I'm no good. I'm just no good.
I believe you. Now, can we please go downstairs?
We can't leave him like this.
Sure we can.
The only flops I ever had were at drama school. Nobody liked my production of anything. My space-age Oedipus Rex, or my spoken word Ravel, or my gay Waiting for Godot. Oh, well, yeah, I don't want these things.
Sir Frank, those are little Elliot's bronze baby shoes.
Yeah.
My sterling silver pepper shaker. My priceless bud vase.
I don't suppose you got a meatball sub in there.
No, I had a pastrami earlier.
To Mildred Surgeon from Mandy Patinkin. Who's Mildred Surgeon?
Oh, she's my therapist. She's supposed to be helping me. But all she does is say, "Put it back, Frank."
She's right. Put it back, Frank.
Yeah, $300 an hour and put it back, Frank. I'd like to know why I pick it up in the first place.
You shouldn't be alone tonight, baby.
None of us should. We'll order up, Jimmy. Here we go, people. Everybody shush.
Breaking news, a Rhode Island cable car packed with schoolchildren plunged into the East River.
False alarm.
Hey, Gus, do you think you can rustle us up some food from downstairs?
Oh, it's coming up, Puddin'.
Ooh, this looks more like it.
Legendary singer-actress Barbara Streisand was found.
Something happened to Barbara?
Hello, Buzz? Oh, thank God for that Ray from New York one.
Something Something happened to Barbara Streisand.
That wasn't a rave, Peter. It was good, solid theater.
Doesn't anybody care?
What do you want, Julia? Blood?
Have you people lost all humanity?
Buzz promised me the moon.
What have you been telling this woman, Buzz? The Times is an out-and-out rave? You're sure? Have you actually seen it? The minute you get it, the Times is a rave. All the majors are. He says that this play is proof that you can still write a serious play for Broadway and have a house in the Hamptons as well. Oh, if I have a smash hit on my hands, I hope I can handle it. Better than you, anyway. Stop the presses. He's got new quotes. Hats off and hallelujah. Peter Austin has written the best American play since Broken Dishes. Virginia Noise lights up Broadway.
Fucking A, I do.
Sir Frank Finger's direction is superb, taut, and just plain perfect.
That's it?
Along with Maggie Scarborough, Britt Samard, Mary Case, J.P. Cottom, Jay Burns, Michael Farron, Mike Puglisi, and Hugh Golden. Peter Austin is in that small handful of promising American dramatists.
I mean, that's a fantastic review, Peter.
Oh, not if you're Mike Farron or J.P. Cottom or that Puglisi dude or Hugh Golden.
Who is Hugh Golden? Why wasn't I told about him? I would have produced him. I am really very cross about this.
Thanks a lot, Buzz. Oh, how much longer until we get the Times? This is agony. Right. Well, we're a smash in Newark. Now what?
Sounds like a brawl.
Leave me alone!
You guys better get down there. Somebody took a poke at that Ira Drew fellow, and now everybody's hitting him.
All I did was produce a new American play on Broadway and give an opening night party.
Bathroom in here?
Yes, over there. Are you all right, Mr. Drew?
No, I'm not all right. In here, you say?
Yes. I mean, no!
Isn't that...
Just what I said to you, Mr. Drew.
Come on, torch! You tell us if you had a gremlin in there, right?
What was that?
Suppose that's your dog?
Murderer!
Oh, I didn't shoot him.
Easy, Julia.
Oh, he's perfectly fine.
He better be. Let me see him. Darling!
Darling, he's the last hound of the Baskerville. Oh, it's loaded with blanks. I had to start carrying one after my review of Julie Andrews.
May I?
Oh, yeah, sure. However, I did enjoy your work, Miss Noyce. Real star quality. It's what our theater needs. I enjoyed your work as well, Sir Finger.
Oh, it's Sir Frank.
But then again, I always enjoy your work.
What happened to you?
The plate of spaghetti was Patti LuPone, and the split lip was the president of the Dramatists Guild.
He took a swing at you?
She took several swings. Next thing I know, I'm on the floor being punched by Will Smith.
I don't understand. He's never turned on anyone before tonight.
He smells blood like everyone else.
I hope this won't affect a review of Peter's play.
Please, critics can't hold idle grudges, Miss Butter. I'm so overwhelmed. Besides, anyway, tonight is all about Ben Brantley and what the New York Times thinks. Who cares what a non-entity like me thinks?
You're not a non-entity. You're very well thought of.
You're the most vicious critic in New York.
Throw that in my face.
She reminds me of nothing so much as a female impersonator in search of a female to impersonate.
What a horrible thing to say about anyone, even a female impersonator.
I wrote that about the baby June in the Cape May Playhouse production of Gypsy several years ago. Curious you should remember it.
I was the baby June in the Cape May Playhouse production of Gypsy.
You changed your name?
I changed my face after that review. Plastic surgery for a 14-year-old.
The stakes are so high for a Broadway opening. I'm sure we're all a little over the top tonight. I'm Peter Austin.
I haven't written my review yet, Miss Dawson.
As I'm entitled to writing my plays, you're entitled to your opinion of them.
Fair enough.
Fortunately for me, my parents didn't take your advice and smother me in my crib.
Well, I'm glad they didn't. I love the theater. It's what people are doing to it that I can't stand.
It's not on purpose, Mr. Drew.
Ira, please.
I'm so glad to see you two getting along.
You know, it's the funniest thing. I like you, personally. It's just your work I can't stand.
There it is. Oh, hear a playwright's prayer, O Lord. Listen to the plea of thy humble servant Peter, descendant of Aeschylus, Shakespeare, Moliere, Ibsen, and Chekhov.
What the hell is he doing?
Bless me in my meager skills, with which I have only tried to amuse, intrigue, provoke, stimulate, and move an audience while creating believable characters in true-to-life situations which somehow illuminate the human experience.
Oh, Peter.
Bless thy humble producer servant, Julia.
How lovely.
Bless all producers who put our plays on and keep them running, even when it means enormous financial sacrifice for their spouses and puts their children's future at risk.
I don't care about that, Peter. You know I don't.
Bless thy humble actress servant, Virginia, who gave the performance of a lifetime tonight. Bless her courage for coming back to live theater from the safety of the silver screen.
Get down, Virginia.
On the floor?
Yes.
Never.
Bless her unique timing, her wonderful voice. Bless her for being almost letter perfect in her part.
You try acting with a fucking ankle bracelet on that goes off.
Bless thy humble director servant, Sir Frank Finger, whom, rumor has it, is soon to be Lord Finger.
Will you do care for me?
Bless him for returning my iPad, which vanished mysteriously the second day of rehearsals. Bless him for his unbroken string of successes. Bless all directors with an unbroken string of successes.
Amen. Now, can we please go downstairs?
Bless my friend James, thy humble television series star servant, who had to turn down my play, and so we came up with Jack, for whom everyone says there is a definite Tony nomination, if not award, in this. Bless Jack and his Tony nomination, if not award. And bless James's series, which is rumored to be going off the air.
Hey, wait, where did you hear that?
New York Post, page 6.
Bless thy humble critic servant, Ira. Bless all critics, who are really just failed playwrights and actors and who become critics out of desperation, but who are trying their best and are only trying to uphold the standards of the theater without knowing how truly difficult it is to write a play. Shower them with the same mercy they deny others. And bless and bless the theater in which we all serve. Bless this ancient art which is so superior to the movies and television.
Hey, watch.
I'm talking to God here, all right?
Tell it right.
The theater, yes.
What's going on, dudes?
Get down, Gus.
I have to bring Lady Gaga her coat.
Bless thy humble servant. What's your name, love?
Gus.
Gus, who is bringing Lady Gaga's coat down to her. Bless Lady Gaga. Bless all the people down there whose happiness and approval means so much to me. And finally, Lord, bless Julia's cell phone with the special ringtone with the Times Review a half an hour before anybody else. Bless this review.
Amen.
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 Lord, in our hour of greatest need, give us you, who have already given me the greatest gift of all, the gift to realize that no matter what happens tonight, it's only a play. That could be a good title for something.
I don't know, bounce off 2 or 3 dear friends.
Give us just one more thing. It's not much. When you consider all the problems you've unleashed upon the world, war, famine, COVID, the Washington Street
And
Bridge,
now this thing's gonna take it down.
surely you can give us a hit tonight. If you can't give us unanimous raves, we'll settle for the Times. The rest are negotiable. That is my prayer to you, Lord. That is every playwright's prayer.
Amen.
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 Do you hear me, Lord? May I hope for some sign?
That was quick.
Not now, Virginia. We're all very tense.
You're tense. How'd you like to have a fucking lobster on your leg?
Quiet, all of you. That's it. That's the very special ring. It's our press agent with the review. Where's my cell phone? Frank!
I didn't take it.
It's under the coats!
Try under the sofa cushions.
Oh, goodness. Oh. Stop! It's in the bathroom with Torch.
Oh, don't even think about it, Torch!
Long live the king.
All right. Until we are finished, there will be no more interruptions.
Don't be so dramatic, Peter.
Drama is my business.
Could have fooled me.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
Hey, sun's getting real low, big guy.
It's a text message. You read it, Julia. I'm too nervous.
With the opening of the Golden Egg at the Ethel Barrymore last night, I can't.
Ginny? Frank?
I could read it. I'm the only impartial person here.
She's right.
Oh, actually, could we take a selfie first? I want to commemorate this historic moment.
Well, we're waiting.
I'm reading.
Out loud! Give me that! Right. Settle down. This is it. With the opening of the Golden Egg at the Ethel Barrymore Theater last night, Peter Austin makes his eagerly awaited Broadway debut. It's gonna be a rave.